What is the point in having a boyfriend if you can't do couples costumes? Getting added in a group chat to a shit plan? Would love to! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, but I can't. I don't ever enjoy being at someone's house after 10 because all I'm doing is trying to signal to them that I will go whenever you want me to go and I'm ready for it. This is that, but times a million, and it actually happened. And I've never emotionally recovered from this. Sorry, I actually can't focus. I can see myself slightly in that. It's just the ridiculousness of this fucking outfit. I think, you just naturally, if you've got a chance to look at yourself, you just do. Hi guys, welcome back to Lousy Advice. So I'm Holly, I'm head of Lousy Advice. I've spent all of my life listening to it. I went to an all-girls school, so I was surrounded by it, and we thought we'd do a whole podcast around a topic and then giving you some lousy advice on that topic, or discussing the lousy advice that we've absorbed and taken on and whatever else. If you're wondering who this little tiny weenie, oh Rory, you look so creepy. You're so in character, it's horrible. This is Rory. He is my fiance, but he's intern first, fiance second. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tiny weenie as well.
Sorry, let me take my hood off. Hello everyone, I'm Rory. I am the teeny tiny intern who is actually 6'2" and this week bald.
I need to get out very quickly that this is obviously a Halloween episode, and that's why we're dressed up, because this is actually an overstimulating nightmare. This outfit stinks of fish. This nose, I can hear my breath like 3 times every time I breathe in and out. This hat is pissing me off because it's just reminding me how big my head is. You haven't explained to listeners what's going on. Oh, listeners, I'm dressed as a witch and not in like a sexy way. I just look shit. I've got this shit cheap hat that is too small for my head, which is just reminding me of how fat my head is.
I think it's a normal size hat. I think your head is just, I could put that hat on.
I've got
Why don't we swap hats?
I've got a horrible... Should I try that on?
Yeah, that might be easier.
This... Basically, Rory's in a bald cap. Rory looks horrible. I'm just
like
seeing
evil
my
pitbull.
I've got a big witch's nose on, which is so uncomfortable. And then I'm in this really long dress, and I always tan up to like my neck because I never wear anything low cut. Well, it's not even low cut, but that makes it sound much sexier as it is. There's no point changing it to video.
There's a few audio listeners that have just ran to the video to look some cleavage. There's nothing to see,
as you
and
know.
They're very, very disappointed.
I've already got AAAs, and this actually flattens them to like minus AAAs. So there's nothing to see here. Anyway, I'm sorry, I actually need to take this off. It's pissing me off. But yeah, I've got an overstimulating shit dress. Yeah. I've got a hat and I've got a nose because Rory chose the outfits.
Do you have to go on the hat?
No, but why don't you introduce yourself? Say what you're wearing.
I'm a demon or something like that. So I've got some weird bat wings on my big black cloak, and then I've got a bald hat. That's about it.
There we go.
And the main reason I picked this bald hat is because, as always, there's been a lot of comments about my hair and whether I dye it. So hopefully this stops it happening, and it might become a permanent feature.
Yeah, who knows? I really don't like it. I can't look at you.
You always thought that I would look good bald, didn't you? But now you're thinking otherwise.
I think your ears look too small. Like your features all look too big. Then you got these tiny weeny ears. You just look a bit like a newborn pig.
So, yeah, this week we're discussing Halloween.
Yeah.
Do you think I've done a good job on choosing the outfits?
No, I said to Rory, choose the outfits. We'll make a funny video of us like revealing them. Rory's got me a long witch's dress. Like, that is the most shit chat ever. Like, there's not a single thing funny or interesting about this outfit. Like, I don't know if it's like a double nib that you've got me something so obvious and shit. Like, it's just itchy and it stinks of fish for some reason.
I think I've done the perfect job. Your reaction is everything I wanted and more.
But like, it has also cost us and the business 50 quid for these shit outfits. Like, this is such a waste of time. It's 50 Lucasades on this. Oh, I'm a witch. How surprising.
But we can wear them again.
Yeah, but this was meant to be interesting for the watchers. And like, this isn't interesting, is it? I'm uncomfortable for no reason.
But I've also taken one for the team. I think I look worse than you.
Yeah, no, you definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's absolutely fine. Yeah.
So no one wants either of us.
No.
Other than hopefully some brands.
Yeah.
Want to sponsor.
Yeah, that's very true. Good one, Rory. So anyway, let's get on first with our casual chit chat.
Although I'm now a very well established Kingtern, big time in the podcasting industry, I've seemed to be becoming more and more frequently known as Holly's boyfriend. So I was out playing golf on Saturday, having a beer after.
Legend.
Guy comes up to me, he's like, "Oh, you're Holly's boyfriend, aren't you?" I was like, "Yes, I'm Holly's boyfriend." He's like, "Yeah, Holly's so funny." And I was like, "Oh, right, have you not seen the podcast then?" He's like, yeah, I've seen the podcast. She's really funny. I was like, "Me?" He was like, no. He was like, "I feel like for these podcast dynamics to work, you have to have the funny one and the one that's a bit more serious." And I was like, "So just to reiterate, you think Holly's the funny one in that?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Rory
Is that
was
all I
sad.
am now? Just
Yeah.
Holly's boyfriend?
Of course you are. What else would you be?
I need to make a name for myself, don't I?
No, not really. I think you're fine as you are. Also, what I really appreciated is a few years ago, someone went up to Rory and they were like, "Oh my God, you're that Holly girl's boyfriend." He was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "You're really boring."
Yeah, it was brutal.
I thought, good for you, babe.
You just don't need to say it. If you think it, like there's things that you can just think and not say to people, and that's one of them. Fair enough. A lot of people probably do think I'm boring. I probably am often quite boring.
Yeah.
But I don't need people to tell me that because it's just going to knock my self-esteem and not make me feel very good
Well,
about
now
myself.
you know how I feel. The amount of shit I get. I've got
You don't
people
get any
telling
shit.
me I do.
Everyone's telling me how funny you are.
The person that told me that one of my eyes is higher than the other, now I cannot unsee that. I've been told that I look like Dory the fish. I've been told, who else? I get told I look like every celebrity, and none of them are good looking.
Yeah,
And
your
I don't wanna say
celebrities are
that,
never great,
So I
are they?
always reply back being like, "Oh, I love her," and I'm like, I don't want to look like her though, do I, babe?
No.
Fuck's sake. Well, more interestingly, next week we've got a very big trip coming up, haven't we? We've got a brand deal trip, which is very influencer up our own arse vibes. But we actually, most things I do try and turn down because I just think like you guys are actually not going to give a shit about us being there, so there's no point going. Whereas this was like, we couldn't refuse it. We are literally only going because it's big time. And I'm sorry, but like you would understand if you were in this position, you'd have to go.
Yeah.
So where we go?
I feel a bit uneasy with this. It feels a bit showy off.
I know it is such. Can you just give us 30 seconds to show off? Let's just blitz it out really quickly and then we'll get moved back on.
Okay, I'll go big time showing off.
Okay, go.
We are going to the Los Angeles of America.
Yeah.
And then
Quick. Why are you going slow?
we're
We've got 30
going
seconds.
to Las Vegas in America as well.
Yeah, and we're going to do a road trip from there and we're going to be doing loads of fun
Road
shit.
trip.
And hopefully you're going to enjoy it. But
Yeah.
we are showing off. We are being big time.
I can't wait. I'd never been to America before this year. Now I'm going again.
Well, you're just
Mental.
showing off. Okay, are you
I
just
thought
getting
I
on
was
the
still,
showing
I
off
was
yet?
getting 30 seconds of showing off. I've still got 5 more seconds.
Yeah, okay. So that's what we're doing. We're going to LA. We're going to be big time.
Okay.
5, 4. You got anything else to say?
Oh, I don't know. I'll probably go surfing there. I'll probably be quite good at it.
Okay, look, my final thing. What am I going to do when I'm there?
You'll
It's gonna be
probably
big time.
try and come surfing with me and not be very good at it.
Yeah, but I think I'm just going to look cool. And then like people are going to like, when you speak in an English accent there, they're like, "Oh my God." And you're like,
I don't
yeah.
think they will be. It's
They
a
do.
massive
They think you're
city.
fit.
It's probably very multicultural and met lots of English people before.
I don't know. When I went there, because one of my friends lives out there. Oh, show off. When I went there to visit her, everyone fancied me.
Great.
Genuinely, I was having to literally bat them off. It was
You were
hard
with me
work.
at the time, so
I know, but I wasn't
really good to
engaged, so
hear
no one
that.
actually knew. It was really hard trying to bat everyone off. Like it was like moth to a flame.
Were you
Fly
successful
to
in
a
your
shit.
batting, or did some of the bats
One little
you not
snog
get bat on
sneaks.
ball?
Yeah, one sneaked through, but other than that, it was absolutely fine. So you don't have to worry. But yeah, we're off to LA and Vegas, so we're going to do a vlog.
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
hopefully
should we do the next
podcast.
podcast from there then?
Yeah, I think we should
That'd
do a
be cool,
podcast
wouldn't
from there about what we've been up to. And while we're out there, so we were looking at like weird things to do that would be funny. And one thing that we've got booked in, and we honestly can't wait, is you can book a little plane. And in the back of the plane, they have this like mattress and they have this like velvet bedding and they've got these little pillows as well. I don't even think there's a duvet. And you can join the Mile High Club and you can shag on the plane. And they said, don't worry, babe, it's really discreet because the pilot wears noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah, he doesn't have any cameras in there watching you.
No, so
sure
we're
he
just going to
does.
shag in the sky, aren't we?
Yeah, can't wait.
We're not actually doing that. Did you two believe it? You did a little bit.
Chris looked a bit awkward.
I was like, this is very out of character.
We might do it.
Well-
We're thinking about it. Let us know if you want us to do it.
Well, the thing was, we were going to do it because obviously we could make it a business expense because it would be a video, but then we thought about the terms and conditions and we wouldn't be able to make it a video. Do you know what I mean? Because all you'd have is us at the start being like, we're going to the Mile High Club, and then us coming down being like,
We could release it
We've
on a
been-
different platform.
yeah, true. Yes. Why hadn't we thought of this? Yeah. That could be the first you all said we should make a Patreon.
Oh my God.
First vid. Us
First
on
vid,
the Mile
not
High
a
Club.
single patron.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would pay for that.
No, you would just out of curiosity, wouldn't you?
Would you?
Yeah, I would. £4.
You could actually make quite a lot of money. Yeah, people would actually. Just a
Shall
one-off.
we-
We could do
do
it.
you know what it is? I wouldn't want people to like, what if my technique's not very good? I just, anyway, we're really digressing here and I need to just move on.
We have to get your dad back in for this discussion. He'd
Oh
love
my
this.
God.
I hope-
Anyway,
hope everyone enjoyed Nigel on last week, by the way. Hopefully not too much, though.
yeah, Rory's quivering in his seat. That
worried.
he's going to be.
Mainly because like this seat is so much comfier than the one he made me sit in. Nigel got to sit in my seat. I had to sit in the little school chair.
That's the kind of seat that gives you piles if you're sitting in it for too long. So you got to watch out. Not that we'd have to worry about that. So yeah, that's it. We're going to Vegas. We're going to join the Mile High Club. We might get married there. Who knows?
If anyone's got any recommendations of funny things to do, please let us know, because we're not really sure. Like, we're not really, I wouldn't say we're Vegas people. I don't know.
Of course we're not.
Because neither of us, like, last time I went to the casino, I was probably 18. So I don't really know much about the casino.
I
And
don't
then
know
what else is there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like loud noises. I don't like bright lights. Like, all of the hotels have got pool parties, and I'm like, can't you just shut up for 1 second? Apparently not.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to be my hell. Like, I'm showing off about this big trip, but actually I think I'm going to hate it. So we'll just see how that goes. But I'm just doing it so I can tell people I've done it. And isn't that why everyone does everything? So that's kind of fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Imagine if you love it, though. Imagine if you have a complete personality transplant, end up loving it, and want to move to Vegas.
Yeah, imagine. I don't.
Imagine.
Yeah. Seeing as I have only moved 15 minutes down the road with my mum and dad, I can't imagine
Yeah, I
suddenly
can't
going
see
to
it
move to
happening
Vegas
either. Do you want to have a go on this or not?
with a bald cap. Yeah. Okay, give it over. Oh, I actually do look like a pig. I look like a newborn mole.
Welcome to this week's Don't Get Your Knickers in a Twist, but it's not really Don't Get Your Knickers in a Twist because everyone hated that. So now we're just doing some, half-baked, half-arsed version of it.
Yeah, go.
So what really annoys me, and I think I mentioned in a few episodes ago, was like a driving thing that really annoyed me.
Oh,
And it felt very validating that people agreed with me.
yeah.
So another driving one that really, really, really annoys me. I don't know if it's probably not quite up there with the not indicating
Can you
on
just get on with
roundabouts.
it? What is it? This is the reason people don't like it, because you take so long to tell them.
Okay, I'll tell them quickly. You ready? One thing that really annoys me is when you're driving and it might even have been your right of way. It might not be your right of way.
I just know this is getting cut.
When people don't say thank you when you're driving, gets my knickers in a twist.
Right, okay.
Both when you're in the car, say I'm here, and I've let someone come through, and they've literally just drive past me. Hello, I was here, I was sat here, I've gone out my way to sit here and let you go about your day. How can you not be bothered just to raise your hand and say thanks? Secondly, they're crossing the zebra crossing. Where's the thanks? They just literally just swan across in front of you. Like, what are they doing? The manners. And again, sorry to say this, I think this is why this annoys me so much was, growing up in the north, people had manners and they would say thanks, and they did used to indicate on roundabouts.
Yeah.
Having been transported down to Surrey to live my life, no one has any manners, and yet again, no one's saying thank you in the car. Also outside the car, but I'm going to stick to the car on this one.
I appreciate how long you just spoke for, but I know that's all getting cut out.
It's not
no
getting
one
cut.
cares. That is.
Nah, Chris loved it.
No, Chris didn't love it. So, do you understand this is a show and this is meant to be entertaining?
Yeah, but
Do you get that?
People will resonate with that.
But is that entertaining? Or
It
is
is.
that you should save that for putting in the back of the metro. When people read that page and it's like people write an entry and you nod your head and you go, yeah. This is not entertaining chat.
Right, this is a real urgent call for getting in the comments. Did you find that entertaining? Did you find it was something that resonated with you? Did you think, I feel seen, I feel heard? Let me know and I'll keep them coming.
Right, okay, thank you. I don't think I've got a knickers in the twist.
Right, so if you're just tuning back in, what's happened is that Holly's was actually even more boring than mine and it's got cut.
No, I didn't have one, so you can shut up. I have not got one.
Let's talk about what we think is the lousy advice of the week on Halloween. Holly, give me some lousy advice related to Halloween.
Okay, so I kind of thought...
Sorry, I was trying to sound like a ghost.
Oh, I thought it was quite serious. I thought you were like cheerleading me to talk.
I was trying to do like a sound effect transition.
Oh, nice. That's good. Okay, one of the key reasons that I got a boyfriend initially was because I thought that Halloween was going to be the moment that it would really come into its own and it would be worth it. So I pictured you get a boyfriend and then from then on, every year you have a really cool, sexy couple's costume. And that is just how your life goes. And the problem is, he's not into it. Rory doesn't give a shit. This is not sexy, Rory.
I'm in it now. I'm currently in a sexy outfit.
Yeah, but there's
You're in a
nothing
sexy outfit.
No, I'm not. You got me a witch. That's so basic. What is the point in having a boyfriend if you can't do couples costumes? I pictured when I was 21 that when I in the future had a boyfriend, it would be that I'm in a sexy Ghostbusters, little romper outfit. Rory's going to be the ghost. We're going to get all these cool pictures. Everyone's going to love it. But in fact, you get a boyfriend, then you don't really go out anymore. And on Halloween, you'd get like a takeaway, and there's no point to
Yeah,
dress
that's
up.
what I was going to say. This isn't getting the boyfriend's fault. This is the fact that you don't want to go out and do anything on Halloween.
Yeah, but I thought maybe having a boyfriend would motivate me because I knew we'd have these couple costumes.
But
like
we're
I
also
would,
not
like I always
invited to
thought.
anything.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of thought that what would happen is like you'd kind of. In August, I'd be on Hinge. I'd be trying to look for someone so that it was ready in time for October, to no avail. Now I've had one for 5 years, and not once have we had a cool costume that everyone's been like, "You two look sick." So it just seems like a bit of a waste of time. So if you're thinking of getting a boyfriend for that purpose, don't bother. It doesn't happen. And you have you got to remember, like Halloween is like literally one day of the year, then you're stuck with it for the rest of the year. It's a bit like a dog for Christmas. So don't do that.
Don't get a boyfriend for Halloween.
Just
is that
AI
is
one
that the
in.
lousy advice?
Yeah, like I would just say like AI a boyfriend in. Do you know what I mean? Like make your own costume and then just shove one in next to you. That's fine.
Why? I don't understand the need for a boyfriend to wear a sexy costume. Surely when you're single, you're more likely to wear some sexy outfit on Halloween.
Why
would you be
sexy?
dressed in a sexy outfit
stop.
on Halloween when you would more like when you're with a boyfriend? You'd more likely wear a sexy outfit
Stop.
when you're single.
Yeah.
Because wearing a sexy outfit with a boyfriend is going to be a bit weird.
No, I did used to wear a sexy outfit, yeah, and I would actually get a lot of likes. And to be fair, then I get much
that's all
less.
that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. So it was. Yeah, I suppose actually it did perform quite well. I do miss that. Maybe we'll have to do a short form video of all my outfits over the years because I really was like I was masking hard and I was giving
Literally.
cool girl. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, good one. What was your lousy advice of the week?
All right, we're back onto me.
Yeah.
So a phenomenon I got introduced to last year, which I'm still not fully convinced actually exists, is something called a boo basket. And I guess my lousy advice of the week is to buy your girlfriend a boo basket.
Yeah.
So yeah, last year Holly comes up to me, she's like, "Are you buying me a boo basket?" I was like, "I have no idea what that is." So for those people listening, I imagine everyone listening right now probably also doesn't know what it is.
They will know what it is.
They won't. So apparently on Halloween, there's apparently you're now meant to buy your girlfriend a present.
You're not meant to buy it on Halloween. You're meant to buy it before Halloween so they can enjoy the
Well, you buy it for Halloween.
spooky season.
For Halloween.
Yeah.
You buy them a thing called a boo basket. And yeah, so last year Holly said to me, "You need to get me one." So I said, "Fine, I'll try." So actually, I said, "Okay, I'll go and do it." So I went off to the shop and bought what I thought was a boo basket. A boo basket sounds like it's just maybe like scary things. So I got a collection of things that I thought would scare Holly.
Like what?
I bought some Bombay mix because she doesn't like that. So I got that. And then I got 2 OXO cubes that had O's on them. And then it spelled out the word boo.
I'm not scared of Bombay mix. What do you mean?
No, I thought you didn't like it. And then also I got some mince pies because it was Halloween. I thought this is going to freak her out. Like, why am I getting a mince pie at Halloween? It's not even Christmas. That's a bit scary.
Yeah.
There was a few things. Anyway, I apparently got it completely wrong.
Yeah. It's meant to be.
I got you some gloves to hold it with in case you were scared of picking it up.
You were meant to get me like a blanket with little ghosts on and a mug and a candle. Like that's kind of the vibe. Yeah. Boo isn't like it's not like boo. It's more like boo basket. Like it's more like sweet. Do you know what I mean?
Mental. Like, how is that a thing that exists? I tried my best. I got told off for what I got in it.
Hopefully this year you're going to up your game. Then.
I dislike it because of that. I dislike it because it just seems like complete nonsense. Like, why are we suddenly buying a Halloween present? If you want a present, go and knock on someone's door and they'll give you one. They'll give you some sweets.
That's
the
actually
point
not
of Halloween.
true. You're not going to be able to get away with that at the age of 30.
You will in your nice little dress.
No one's going to give me a treat in this at the age of 30. I look about 65 in this
If you pull
outfit.
the top down a little bit more.
What is wrong with you? That's not going to get me a treat. That's going to get me arrested.
Maybe we could just, the kids are just around the corner, sorry. So we'll take the sweets.
We need to borrow a child. That's actually what we need to do.
Going trick-and-treating would be quite fun. Getting all those free sweets. We could actually easily do that and just say, sorry, the child's at the end of the drive. He's a bit scared. Do you mind if we just grab him some? And he's got a couple of mates that are also scared. We get like 5 sweets per house.
You need you have borrow my doggy or like Rover to look after someone's dog. You need to have the same but for a kid. Because then the parents are going to get a night of looking after their kid and then we'd get a night of getting sweet treats. Everybody wins.
Can't be bothered to take them trick-or-treating, can they?
Are you into it?
Okay.
Yeah?
Sounds like we might have just acquired ourselves some children for Halloween.
But do we know how to talk to children? I don't quite get them.
It doesn't matter.
Sometimes.
We're just taking them around. We're like, look, you knock on that door, you'll get sweets.
Oh, right, I see. But then how do we work out what they're getting versus what we're getting?
Well, we
just say pick up 3.
No, we say, sorry, like so-and-so are ill at home. Do you mind if we take some for them? And then we just get those
that's a good
ones.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm into it. That's fine. Nice. Sounds good.
Just to come back to my point.
Yeah.
It's lousy advice to buy a boo basket. Don't do it. But if you want a present, go trick-or-treating. Don't
Okay.
let your age get in the way.
Credit card money surely is just like free money.
That was just such basic chat. Oh, yeah, it feels like free money on the credit card. Like,
I
who's
know,
not
what
heard
shit.
that before?
No, I know it was really shit chat, and that's why I'm embarrassed. I've just got embarrassed because it was really shit chat, and I just wanted it to stop. But it had already come out, and I didn't know what to do.
Well, it feels like
So
free
just
money,
cut.
especially like when you're abroad and you've got euros. It doesn't feel like real money.
No,
Shut up. Of course it's real money.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about Halloween in general. My first thing is, everyone always is like on social media, like, oh, I need to get my costume for a Halloween party, or this is how you do your makeup for a Halloween party, or here are some like makeup looks for a Halloween party. What I want to know is, where are you getting all these friends, and how is someone always hosting a Halloween party? Like, I don't understand how that's materialising. Do you know what I mean?
Uni people used to have them, didn't they? Since
Yeah.
uni, I've never been invited to a Halloween party.
But it feels like everyone on social media has got a Halloween party to go to. Like, why are we not getting invited?
Why are people celebrating Halloween, though?
No, that's not, Rory. This is not a place just to moan. I'm just
Okay,
wondering,
sorry.
why have we not got the friends
So-
that are asking
I
us?
know.
Like, are you making it up and then just
I
posing
love
and pretending
Halloween.
to go?
and yeah, why aren't people having more Halloween parties? That's the question on my lips.
Yeah, that's what I exactly want to
Is
know.
it? Oh, that's
yeah.
weird. Yeah, so I want people to have a Halloween party so I can go along,
Yeah.
get involved, get an outfit on,
Yeah.
dunk some... You wouldn't like the bobbing apples, though, because you're
No.
against germs.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, you don't go to a Halloween party to do that with apples anymore. You just go to
Do you
get a
not?
picture.
They don't do the bobbing apples.
No.
Well, maybe they've just died out because there's no games. Maybe everyone's realised there's actually only one Halloween game and it's unhygienic and we can't play it anymore. So now it's got cancelled.
Yeah.
Maybe they just haven't happened since COVID. Or you've said that you've seen people going to them.
Yeah, people are going to Halloween parties. Like Maya Jama has a big one. I can't believe
Is
she's
she?
not invited us. That is
Yeah.
weird, isn't it?
Maya, get in the DMs. I might have already been in the DMs, so I can't send you any more. So you have to contact me first and let us know if we can come to your party.
Okay, so we thought we'd discuss things that are actually scary at this age. Like things that genuinely
Yeah.
make you go, oh!
Main thing like that I really don't like and that does fill me with dread is when you mention we need to go shopping for something.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like the food shop's fine. Like I don't hate the food shop just has to be done each week.
Mm.
It's more like when we're going shopping for something that's like non-essential.
Yeah.
So i.e. we might be going to like an IKEA or a Home Sense or something like that. That actually, genuinely, it's hard to describe the feeling in my stomach, but that actually makes me just feel like, oh, my whole day is ruined. So I need to go and stand in this shop.
Well,
I feel
smelling
like
a few nice candles makes you scared.
no, I just feel like, I don't know why, I just like standing up in there, it's so I don't mind standing up usually, but in a shop I find so tiring.
Standing up.
And I also seem to get really dehydrated, I don't know why, so I'm always really thirsty.
Right.
And you're just walking, and I think I'm getting
Sounds like you're having
dehydrated.
a panic attack.
I think I am, because all I'm thinking the whole time is, what is Holly going to buy? She's going to buy something
Yeah.
that's not going to fit in our house, and it's going to be sat in the corner for years. Like, she's done this so... We've got these picture frames in our living room.
Yeah.
You bought them 3 years ago. These massive picture frames. I don't know what size they are. A1, maybe?
Yeah.
They've just sat next to the sofa, and they're all broken now.
Yeah.
There's just pieces of wood and the laminate just by the sofa, and they've been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
These are the kind of... And Holly just go off and buy things like that. So, like, if I'm there, I'm like, oh... Like, it's better me being there, because I can try and rein her in. Like, if you go off with, like, a friend, I've got no hope. That's
If I
when
go
you
with
do
Molly,
buy.
that's when you know £200 is being spent and some tat is coming back.
Yes, exactly. So
'Cause she's also an enabler, Molly, if you're watching. Molly, what she'll do is she'll be like, oh, I'm not really spending any money like this week. I'm like, cool. I'll go shopping with her, and she'll be like, you need that, you need that, you need that. And I know what she's doing is she's fulfilling her need to spend, but I'm the one that's spending, and it's conniving, and I'm onto you.
yeah. So
Are you onto her as well? Because Molly is the enabler.
No, I am onto her. She's not allowed to take you shopping anymore. But that actually, at the same time, I prefer you going with her and bringing back something annoying than
Yeah.
me having to come with you.
Okay,
And
fair.
because the
So
whole
Molly's actually
experience.
making you
I hate.
less scared.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
But the shopping thing does scare me.
Okay. Next thing that I think is actually genuinely scary at this age is getting added in a group chat to a shit plan. So if in the chat, like everyone's being like, oh, we're all thinking of like, I can't really think of one, like going for a walk and a coffee, or oh, like we're all thinking of going around to someone's house and like painting a Prosecco bottle and you're like, fuck that, I do not want to do that. That sounds shit. Like, and it's always on a Tuesday. Like, I don't want to fucking do that at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. Leave me out. And what happens is you ignore it, right? And you hope it's just going to go away. And it feels like it has. You feel like you've got away with it. They've carried on chatting. You're not in it anymore. And then suddenly someone at you and says, oh, Holly, are you coming? And you've got to, on your feet, because if you open it, it's red, it's too late. You've got to come up with a reason that you can't go. Who has got plans on a Tuesday? Absolutely no one. And they're going to know that. So like that fills me with the worst fear ever. That is worse than a ghost, a monster, being atted in a group chat to a shit plan.
But on the other side of that, like being the person that has to at you it's quite annoying for them, because they've given you a chance to respond and you're not responding.
Yeah.
They might think, oh, she hasn't seen it. No, they might think she hasn't seen it. I've got to now do this extra bit of admin to at you. No,
they're doing it to scare me. They're doing it to intimidate me into painting that fucking bottle that I don't want to paint. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're actually the worst ones. And it's because they don't want to go either, but they've already committed to it, so they're just bringing me down with them.
Oh, so everyone wants you there. Is that the issue, that you're too popular?
No, the problem with these group chats is no one wants to do it, right? No one wants to meet up, but no one wants to be the person that says that. So everyone gets dragged down and they're trying to pull me with them, but you can't pull me because I'm not going. What you're quite lucky with is that you don't care what someone thinks about what you're saying. So if someone says, do you want to come to this? You would just say, no, that sounds boring. And I'm like, oh my God, there's no way I could possibly say that. Whereas you're just like, no, sorry, not interested.
Yeah, I think you just need to improve your communication skills, don't you?
Oh, right. No, but I just think yours are blunt. Like sometimes you're just like, no, sounds shit, see ya. I couldn't do that. Like, you can't do that. In the women world, you can't just say, sounds shit, not interested. You've got to be like, oh, sorry, I've got to look after my cousin's auntie's baby's child and it's really stressful and they're going through something and I've got to do that. Like, you can't just be like, no, sounds shit. Like, you've got to add a few smileys, got to add a few kisses. You've got to add a few like, would love to, exclamation mark, but I can't. Whereas, I mean, you don't have to do all of that. Like, I have to take your information.
I'm so sorry. Had
it's
to
like
put
Morse code.
3 extra O's in the word love.
No,
How difficult.
You don't understand it. It's a whole tone shift that has to happen. I'm just going to go through mine because Rory hasn't got any good ones. So my next one
what shall I do while you're doing it?
You can just sit there and look pretty.
Okay.
My next one, things that are actually scary at this age, is bridesmaid dresses. I haven't actually been a bridesmaid, have I? Shit. No, I haven't. Haven't actually been a bridesmaid yet. Oh God, maybe I'll never be one.
That's mad. You've never been a bridesmaid. You've not got any friends.
Have you ever been a groomsmaid?
Yes.
To your sister?
No.
Who?
Cousin.
But bridesmaids dresses, have you seen, well, you're not going to really care about this, they're all satin and it feels like it's just too close. Every single person that's in them, it looks like you can literally see what they've had for dinner, and to me that is absolutely terrifying. How can you go a whole day holding your tummy in? Like, I just couldn't. It'd make me, the gas that would be coming out afterwards. I went to one wedding and I wore like probably a bit of a bridesmaidy dress, like a fancy like midi dress, and I wore these like control pants because I was like, I wanted everything to be sucked in, which I would never do again now. And honestly, I took the dress off and I took the pants off and I did one of the longest farts I've ever heard. It was about 12 seconds. Like, it was, and I could feel it. The fart had risen to like my chest.
I can imagine that. I've heard a few of those.
So that's my next one. My next one, paying your credit card.
Sorry, on your farting, not to change the topic too much, but like, and I do exaggerate a few of the things when I'm like ribbing Holly here, but like genuinely, I've never heard anyone fart as long or as loud as Holly does. They are mental. Like that, she gets so much gas. Yeah, they are huge. It's because you can't burp, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets
so
stuck.
All the gas then goes into your farts.
Yeah.
And then, they are
pretty impressive.
So loud and so long.
But they're kind of cool. Like, it is quite impressive. They're like the level of volume. It's good because it makes it a bit more comedic. I think sometimes farts can seem a little bit shady and a little bit like awkward. Whereas mine are so like blasé.
Big trumpet, trombone maybe.
They're pretty like, you have to kind of respect it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought I'd let the audience know about your farting habits.
Yeah, that's really kind. Thank you. Okay, my next thing that I think is actually really scary at this age is someone that comes around and doesn't look ready to leave and it's 11 p.m. I just think in general, I don't like when people come round and they're not willing to be led on when to leave. I actually don't invite anyone round because I don't like not being in control of when someone's going to leave, and I can't stand it. And the worst thing is, like, I actually think as general etiquette, if I go to someone's house, 7 p.m, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, I'm going to sit comfy, feet up on the sofa, like looking relaxed. Yeah. Gets to about 10, I'm sitting a bit more on the edge, being like, I'm ready to get up if you want me to. Further than that, 10:30, 10:45, I'm offering to help clear up. I'm assessing the vibe. I don't ever enjoy being at someone's house after 10 because all I'm doing is trying to signal to them in my body
You're ready to
presence
go.
that I will go whenever you want me to go and I'm ready for it, right? But there's some people that you invite round and they don't get that. And the problem is, if you look at someone, it's 11 p.m. and they're still curled up in the corner of your sofa and you think, how the fuck am I going to get you out? Because I don't want you here anymore. I'm not interested. You need to go. That gives me the absolute fear. Someone that overstays.
Yeah. Have we ever had that? I'm not sure we have. I think that's because we haven't hosted that much just because of your fear.
Yeah,
about
it's
people
too
staying
much.
too late.
No, like we had an engagement party and we were playing a load of games. And I was like, okay, this game's going to start this time because obviously I don't like things to ever be fun for anyone. I just want it to be like
It was very,
structured.
very regimented.
Yeah, it's like, right, play this, play this, play this. I then said, 11 p.m. we're going to play a few games like on the TV for like the final stragglers. 11:30 you must go home. I was like, this is not 11:30, the shop is shutting and we've got two friends that live up the road for us, so I think they were a little bit like, yeah, like obviously everyone's going home but we're staying. And I was like, no, you also need your coat, you are going home now, goodbye.
Yeah, everyone left and went to someone else's house because no one else wanted to go to bed at that point. So that everyone left and drove back into London and went to someone else's.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah, and they carried on the party there without us.
Yeah, I'm like, don't ruin my engagement by overstaying. Like, get out. So I'm pleased with that. Same with the wedding. Like, you know, people are like, I don't want to leave because everyone's having a good time. I'm like, I do. I want to leave anything the moment I get there.
Yeah, you'll be the first to leave the wedding.
Oh, 100%. I'll be like, I don't care if you're not having fun. I'll be Irish goodbying my own wedding. I'll be like, see you, babe, not interested. So yeah, that's another thing. Final two, having a third glass of wine, that's pretty scary at 31. Never makes you feel good.
You don't
that's
know if it's going to tip you over the edge for the next day.
Firstly, it makes me say things that I don't mean or I really do mean but don't want to say. Like, I feel like quite often the third glass of wine makes me like lose all of my like masking things that I've built up to be like, don't say that, that's rude, don't do that, and suddenly they're just like flowing out.
Is that good though? So it like lets the mask slip?
Yeah, I know, but no one likes that version. Do you know what I mean? Like, that version is reserved just for me.
Okay.
And you. Also, sometimes I get quite like, oh my God, I love everyone. And I find that if I have a third glass of wine, I sometimes get a bit WhatsApp and Instagram like heavy. Like, I'm a little bit like wanting to chat to everyone. So
atting people in group chats.
Well, kind of like reacting to everyone's stories, like being like, yes, babe, you look so fit, love this for you, whatever else. But also, I then start like chatting on WhatsApp. Like, I spend most of my time trying to bat away WhatsApp messages. Suddenly, it could be a Saturday night, third glass of wine, and I'm like, we should so meet up. Like, I've not seen you in ages. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a coffee. Like, why don't you come round? Why don't we book that trip? And I wake up on Sunday and I think, fuck no, I don't want to speak to any of you. And the problem is that's when everyone's popping up and they're like, yes, Holly's arisen. She wants to socialise. And I'm like, no, I absolutely don't. So that scares the shit out of me. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know how to quite respond to that. I don't have the same thing.
Rory, there's no point in you ever trying to relate because your brain is just like sunshine and rainbows. You don't have these problems.
Don't relate, babe.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard relate. Or it could be a hard relate.
Okay, next one. Boss messaging on Slack just as you're doing something you're not meant to be doing. I feel like this always used to happen to me in my old jobs.
This happens to me a lot in this new job.
No, like, it would be that you've just been like, oh, do you know what? I probably can get away with like shutting my laptop. It's a Friday, it's 4:30, like, I'm going to have a glass of wine and you're going to sit in the garden. That is exactly when your boss is like, hey, are you going to send over that file? And it feels like they're just doing it to check on you. And like, it feels like they've got a camera that is watching you. Or like, say you're popping to the shop or you're going to go and get a little coffee and you're thinking, no one's going to notice. That is exactly when the boss would message.
Sorry, on the camera point though, is that probably not because, and I remember you doing this, that you have accidentally left your camera or mic on a team, what's it called, a team-wide meeting or something that's got the whole company on?
This is one of my biggest fears. That, you know, those things that you're like when you get scared when you're bitching about someone and you think, oh fuck, I'm going to call them. This is that, but times a million, and it actually happened. And I've never emotionally recovered from this. So basically, in one of my old jobs, I also am still scared. So like, I'm not going to give any more details than that. There were some people in the office and some people working at home. So on the town hall on the Friday, everyone joins. And on this call, like, we're getting put up. So we can see everyone that's in the meeting room. There's like 20 of them. And then the rest of us that are working from home, we're getting put on the big screen. Anyway, I had my friend come to stay at my house that day. And I was like, oh, look, just come stay at mine. She was working from home as well. And I was like, we'll wrap work up at like 4, go for a drink and it'll be fun. So I'm sat in my garden with my friend. and I've got my laptop open and we can see everyone that's in the office. And so the meeting's starting, obviously my camera's off, mic's off. So I'm going round to her and I'm like, oh my God, that one over there, Claire, she is fucking annoying. Oh my God, that one over there, Tim, he's actually shagged her, but she doesn't really like him. Oh, that one there, he's such a job's worth. And then I say my friend's name, so say she's called Sarah. I'm like, oh, and that's Sarah, my mate. My mate Sarah messages, say, in our work group chat of like me and like 2 other girls that were friends, being like, I swear I just heard you say my name, Holly. And I was like, sorry.
That is awful.
And it turned out that my mic was
Oh.
and that has been broadcast in this meeting. And I just, out of panic, just slammed my laptop shut and all of us just froze and were like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm going to have to quit my job. Like, that is just the end. And I don't know. She only like vaguely was like, Holly, I swear I just heard you saying my name. So I don't know, because they were all like chatting, if they heard every detail. But that serves me right for being a little bitch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And from that
Justice
moment on, I've
was
never
served.
bitched about anyone ever since. It was
You
I've
do,
just
because you always,
completely...
as you mentioned before, you're always scared you're ringing them. You do this quite often.
No, no, it's because I'm saying nice things about people, and I just think like
You don't want them to hear all
their
the.
heads to
You
go
don't.
too
Yeah,
big.
you don't want to think you like them too much.
Do you want that bit sticking out? Because you've done that on purpose, but now it's really
What?
sticking
What's
up. Is that on
sticking out?
purpose?
No.
You look like a hen, but from the side. You're like a hen trying to be cool.
Right. If you're just tuning back in, I've been asked to take my bald hat off. My hair is going to look awful though, which is the
God.
issue. If anyone's watching, please just don't look at me because my hair looks awful.
Right, we move on to the next section.
Yeah, go on then.
Things that are awkward about Halloween. Because I think Halloween is quite an awkward time of year. But I actually think every time of year is awkward.
You think
but
everything's awkward?
Yeah, I know, but I think Halloween does open up a few more of those situations where it's awkward. I think trick-or-treating is quite awkward, like as a concept. Like, I didn't do it as a kid because I wasn't allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the fact that you like, I don't like the suspense of it, as because obviously we're not people going to trick-or-treat like we are being at home and opening the door. The suspense of knowing like when to open the door I don't like, and I also don't know like what is the conversation that you make there. So they say trick or treat, and do you have to actually physically say treat?
I think you can. Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact etiquette is, but I think usually you just get out your basket of sweets and you go, oh, here you go. Oh, I love that outfit. Oh, that's a cool outfit.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm not sure we've ever really had anyone come to our house, have we? I don't know.
But do you know what I would rather, so we could sack that off, is if it was better if someone knocks on like the letterbox and they say trick or treat and then you just post one through.
What,
I'd
like a robot?
much rather do that. Yeah, I don't think we need to like interact with each other.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't everyone benefit from me just being like treat and then just like there's a little bounty going through?
I do agree. I think being on the giving out of the treats side, being in the house, probably is a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Whereas I remember when I went trick-or-treating when I was younger, though, like we just loved it. I don't remember thinking this is awkward.
You've never thought anything's awkward.
But now, if I think about it, it probably would be a bit awkward doing it at this age.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the fact that I look older. I think just like the awkwardness of like, I don't know if it was someone that wasn't that into it and they told you to clear off or something.
Yeah, what do you say? I just think that's awkward. And then also, it's a bit like carol singing. Like, I haven't experienced many carol singers, but I've watched my dad once open the door to carol singers. And I think they might have been the worst 4 minutes of his life. Like, the fact that you have to stand there, imagine it, and watch 4 grown adults sing Jingle Bells and pretend that you're into it.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that you'd have to keep your face going and, like, where do you look? Because they're only a metre away, so you have to make eye contact. Yeah. Do you, like, spread it between them? Like, what is that situation? And then how does it end? Do they go,
I
thank
used
you?
to go carol singing.
Did you?
Yeah, so I went with my me and some friends would do it, but not like what you're thinking, like, oh, sweet carol singing. It was like me, 2 friends maybe, and we were just trying to earn some like cash.
Yeah. What was the cash for?
I don't know, well, that was the worst bit because people generally go carol singing to get money for charity.
Oh, God.
We weren't pretending to do it for charity. Like when they were like, so we'd get there, we'd sing like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer really, really badly. Quite often, obviously, they'd say to us like, sorry lads, like I'll literally pay you now if you stop.
What were you wearing? Were you in like tracksuits?
We were just
as well?
we were just in our normal clothes. Yeah, we
Did
weren't.
you practice before at someone's house?
We were like 13. We weren't actually like intimidating.
Oh, right, okay, fine.
Like, it wasn't recently.
Yeah. Did you harmonise?
No, we were obviously awful. We'd knock on the door, we'd start singing, they'd usually tell us to stop, and then they say, look, I'll give you some money if you stop singing. Yeah. And they say, which charity are you collecting for? And we wouldn't lie, obviously. We'd say, none, we're just for ourselves. And they'd be a bit like, what? That's a bit weird. And they'd give you like 50p, and then you'd move on to the next house.
Oh, right.
And we
okay.
grafted to be fair, we grafted for hours. We probably got like 20 quid between us.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that for the pod. Maybe we could turn on people's doors and we could start doing the pod.
Do the pod at the door.
And then
until,
they can pay us
and they'll
to
be
stop.
like, look, yeah, I'll give you a tenner until you stop doing it. Yeah, should we do it? Should we get on the back of a trailer or something? Do you know when they bring around the Santa Claus at Christmas? We could be on the back. Because they're usually playing Christmas songs. It would just be blaring out us, like twisting the knickers.
Yeah, no, people don't like that, do they?
No, true.
So they won't be doing that. Yeah, it's a good idea.
The portable pod. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, my next things that are awkward.
So, sorry, on trick-or-treating, I do actually agree it is awkward.
Yeah.
That being in the house. Like, yeah, I don't like it at all. Because I'm sure in the past, we've always forgotten to buy stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And then we'll get the knock, if we have had the knock, and then all we're doing is pretending not to be home.
Oh, it's horrible. You've
So
got to
we
turn
just
the
sit
lights down in the
upstairs,
living room. Yeah. Or you've got to give them something you don't really want to give them. Do you know what I mean? Like, or it's like, do you want a Trek protein bar? Like, probably not, no. Or you should give them like a tenner. Not that we do that.
Give them
Luckily,
a tenner. Imagine getting a tenner.
Another thing that I really don't understand about Halloween is scary films. Why do you want to feel anxious? That's what I'm wondering. I think it's insane that people are like looking for that. Like, I just need to receive a WhatsApp that I'm not expecting to get heart palpitations. I can't believe that like some of you would genuinely be interested in like watching something to generate that feeling. Like, is it like because you get a kick out of having a panic attack? It's like a kink. Like, I don't really understand it.
No, I think when I was younger, I was like slightly more into horror films. I do genuinely I don't like them that much.
Do you think it's because life's become more of a horror, so now you're not interested? You're like, I can just look at our like bill for.
I don't know. I think I would actually kind of enjoy the film. It's more the aftermath I don't like about horror film.
What's the
like
aftermath?
Getting into bed.
Oh, right.
You're home alone.
Oh, I see.
What are those noises that you hear, and lots of noises you wouldn't otherwise hear?
Yeah, I just think it's insane. I just think you must have to be so mentally having a good time to be able to watch a scary film. I can't even watch Twilight.
Yeah.
So now I just want to do a few Halloween anecdotes.
My main memory of Halloween when I was younger was the police coming around to my house.
Big time.
Yeah. And the reason was, so I went out trick-or-treating with my friends, and just some genuine trick-or-treating.
How old were you? 21?
13.
Yeah.
12, 13 maybe. Yeah, went out, got,
It's a big year.
Got some treats, get back. My dad's like, where have you been? I was like, I've been out trick-or-treating. He's like, no, where have you been? I was like, just round here, trick-or-treating. And anyway, it turned out this guy in my year's house had got egged, and his parents rang the police and told them it was me.
Why did I think it was you?
I didn't have anything to do with it. I was nowhere near his house.
What?
Yeah, so anyway, then the police came round to my house the next day. I'm obviously pretty upset about that because my mum and dad are like, looks like you've egged this guy's house. Why have you done it? I was like, I honestly have not egged the house. And then, anyway, I don't know. The police were a bit like, you've egged his house. I was like, I've not egged his house. Anyway, yeah, it turned out it was some other people at school that had done it, and they got away with it, and I didn't have anything to do with it, and I got in trouble.
Did you
for
bully
it.
this matey? Like, why would he think
No,
it was you?
I think his parents just didn't like me and
Why?
just decided it was me that had egged his house.
Why didn't they like you?
I don't know. Maybe I was like too good looking, too clever. I'm not sure.
Did you not go up to him in school and say, why did you do that, mate? I didn't do it.
No, I think it was really awkward because like I found it awkward that he'd got egged. I didn't really want to like go and talk to him about that because that's obviously like it's pretty harsh egging someone,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it's a bit awkward. I probably should have in hindsight said, look, hi mate, sorry that you got egged. It wasn't me. But I don't know, maybe his parents had told me not to speak. I don't know. The police were involved. You probably police were involved. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was like
Got the
what. So
popo
my
round.
advice on that one is, if you're going out trick or treating, no, not egging. If you're going out trick or treating, just like make sure you like video the whole thing so that if you get accused of egging, you've got some good, reliable evidence of why you didn't.
And if you're going egging, what should you do to make sure that the police don't come onto your house? Because we need to get them on because they did quite a good job.
The police?
No, the people that egged that were pretending to be you. They'll have some good advice.
Do people
if you wanna
still egg?
I don't know. Do people still get egged?
Hopefully not. I'm hoping that's something that's died out.
Okay, now's the good bit. My anecdotes from Halloween.
Oh, God.
So, first one. We'll start off with, this isn't really Halloween, but it's about fancy dress. World Book Day. Now, I took these days very serious. I was in maybe my first or second year of secondary school, and I hadn't quite got the social cues or norms yet, but I was like really trying to learn them. Anyway, it was a day where you dress in your own clothes, and I was like buzzing, I can absolutely do that. And the theme was World Book Day. So I was like, okay, 6. I was like, Mum, I want to be Cruella de Vil. So she made me the whole costume. I had a wig, I had face paint. My mum had made the whole dress. I had this big outfit. I had to wear it all on the bus. I was in full costume. Got into school and realised that obviously that wasn't actually very cool, and everyone else was just in like their pineapple tracksuits, or they were in their like cool, like I didn't realise that those days where it's like wear your own clothes are days to like cement in other people's minds that you are the same as them and that you fit in. Do you know what I mean? That's like a key moment as a child to be like, I am not different and I'm keeping up with trends as well as you are. And yeah, I've turned up as Cruella, so excited, and the whole day.
It makes me feel a bit sad.
It's really
I
sad.
don't like that.
I know, isn't it horrible? It's like when I told you I got bullied.
Yeah, I know. This feels so upsetting.
No, stop doing
picturing
that
you
voice.
dressed as Cruella de Vil, everyone else laughing at you. I would have laughed at you. I probably would have egged you.
And I feel so bad, like on little me, that I was like just trying hard and just sticking to the rules, and that wasn't what you were meant to do.
Oh, but you're so excited about your outfit as well.
Yeah, I know. I was so excited. I remember then having that wig on and being like, this wig's really stupid, but I can't take it off because like, the rest of the outfit doesn't make sense.
Oh,
and
that
I
is
remember
actually making me feel really sad.
Yeah, poor little me. But then the terrors didn't actually stop there. I then got to uni 10 years later. And this time I was like, okay, look, I've learned the social norms. Halloween, you dress sexy. That's the vibe. So I got this cat suit, XXX, bright pink push-up bra, everything's set. Tits up to my, well, they weren't actually up to anywhere because they don't really have a moving facility because they're quite small, but they were as high as they could be. I also thought, okay, this is sexy, but I still want to show that like I'm committed to the cause. So I was like, I'm going to do a full cat makeup face though. And then I got a like little like clip-on whiskers for my nose. So I was like, I've hit the balance here. People know I'm fit, but they also know that I'm like in the spirit of Halloween. I'm not like being bunny. Like I was very at that point, like I'm not basic. I'm not like other girls. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe.
A cat? Sorry, how's a cat not basic?
Because I'd done the actual proper makeup to actually look like a cat. Do you know what I mean? Like there was some
Still
elements.
sounds like you're dressed as a cat though.
Yeah, but it didn't really look, Rory.
Like the bunny people would put bunny whiskers on.
No, I know, but I'd done face makeup to look like a cat. So I'd gone a bit heavy on the eyeliner kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? But I was still looking fit. I thought, I have finally found the exact balance of where I want to be. Everyone's going to fancy me, but they're also going to think I'm quite cool and nonchalant, right? Get into this party, dancing.
That make you nonchalant?
I don't know what nonchalant means, but I like the word. So I'm dancing at the party, whatever. Boys coming over to me. I'm like, come on then. So we're dancing. And I'd like, this is in my second year of uni, because I mentioned in a previous episode that first year I was just like awkward and didn't meet anyone, but second year I thought it was the shit. And like I'd said before, I was kind of like the fresh meat because no one had met me the year before and they'd all got with each other, but this was my time to shine because I was new and I hadn't got with anyone yet, so everyone was like loving it. So anyway, I'm dancing away, and then one of these boys that like we knew, I was like, oh my god, yes, I've been at uni now a couple of months, like he's finally gonna fancy me. Closer and closer, dancing. He then kind of stops, looks me in the eye and goes, you're actually not that fit.
Good.
And I was like, oh. And what made it worse was it was very like factual, like it was very empirical. It was like he had done a bit of a study and he was like really just sharing back his findings with me and being like, actually, if we all actually like, if we think about the level of people and what you look like, you're actually just not very fit.
Yeah, and what did you say back? You're like, yeah, fair enough? Or did you argue your case?
No, you can't really argue your case when someone says you're not fit, can you? Because it's kind of like subjective. It's like you can't really argue something tastes
doing
nice
some, like,
or not.
poses or things like
No,
that?
I just kind of accepted it. I was like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, babe. But next one, the next year, luckily I'm not a quitter, right? So the next year I go out again and I'm like, I'm not going to have the same shit said to me. So this time I'm not caring at all about looking like an animal or whatever. I'm just focusing on being fit. So this time I'm a bat, right? I'm a very loose bat. I'm just in like a little small outfit with some wings and we're calling it a bat. And at this point, we actually had worked out, so I went to Oxford Brookes, but we'd worked out if we want to have a good life, we really need to get in with the Oxford boys because they're going to be intelligent, they're going to get good jobs, and they're going to excel, and we don't have to. So we find some. right? We find them, we start going out on their nights out, and we're kind of mingling. They're not that keen to begin with, but then they kind of have a few drinks and they're a bit more like, we don't mind if you're a bit stupid, maybe we'll talk to you. One of them, sorry Rory, cover your ears. I did
I think we'd actually done quite well. I'm pretty sure last episode, I think it's because we had your dad here. There wasn't any mentions of former flames.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, that was the first ever episode, I think, where we didn't mention it. Now you've back-to-back stories on former flames.
But you guys, I know they like the anecdotes, and I feel like these are my best anecdotes.
What
do
do
you
they
know what I mean?
like about it? All it does is make the interns feel really insecure and sad.
No, it doesn't, because you're here now.
Yeah, well,
you won.
But
they did all dump me, but you
won. I might
won.
be sat here thinking, oh, maybe he'll come back into your life.
No, he won't.
Especially now as he sees you in this sexy witch outfit.
No, he won't. Because, as the story continues, you understand that he won't. So, anyway,
Has
I'm
he
like...
died?
No, he hasn't. No,
Oh, right,
he's not died. No, I'm just saying he didn't fancy me.
Oh,
That's
fine.
all. No, just absolutely not interested. So I meet him, and then he's like, oh, do you want to come back to one of our houses? We're going to have a party. And I was like, yeah, sure. Got back to the party, and I was like, oh my God, I've absolutely nailed this. I am now, like, my future is just set for me. Like, this is perfect, because I wasn't looking, my prospects weren't looking that good. So I actually thought, I'm going to change tact. I'm not going to try and do well and get a good job. I'm just going to try and find a rich man. So found the man, secured him. He seems to be liking it. We get back to his house at the party. It's playing Articulate. And I was like, oh shit, okay, fine. But I don't want to mess this up, but I'm sure I can do it. So we're going round. We're playing against the other teams. So all like, in your couples. So I'm like, me and him are a couple. So we're obviously destined to get wed. Anyway, they're going round. Everyone's doing so well. And I'm like, how the fuck do all these people know all this shit? Like, where's that coming up? Gets to mine and his go. And he's like, okay, easy one. He discovered America. And I was just like, Shakespeare. And then I just thought, hang on, that doesn't... That's not even close. My general knowledge isn't great. Do you know what I mean? And it's such a shame, because if in that moment when we were playing Articulate, we were actually playing like who can leapfrog the highest or something, I think I could be with him now, like he could be the intern right now. But it was just a shame that he caught me on a bad day
or something like that.
Yeah, because as soon as I'd said Shakespeare, I'd got the vibe was done, and I realised that the situation was over.
We couldn't be seen with you after that.
No, so I just kind of I said goodbye. It was a nice thought, but it didn't quite materialise.
No. Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing that, because otherwise maybe I wouldn't be sat here. Right, this next one better be good.
No,
Come on,
because
redeem
now I've got
yourself.
pressure.
Holly
No.
Morris, as they describe her when she goes on these podcasts, they say Holly Morris, presenter, podcaster, comedian.
Yeah, that is really embarrassing.
She's a
Oh.
comedian, so come on, bring in some laughs. We're going to run through some different Halloween costumes and just say what that says about someone if they decide to wear it. So we're just being very judgmental here.
Yeah, exactly.
And what this will allow you to do is, if you do go to a Halloween party this weekend, you see someone in one of these costumes, you'll then have some ammunition ready to fire at them.
Or if you're wearing these costumes, we can just your self-esteem's gonna be a bit shit.
Or we might be nice about some of them.
Yeah, we could do. Okay, what does your Halloween costume say about you? What if someone is wearing just a mask, black coat, clothes, no real effort?
So that was mostly what I would have worn at uni.
It's so shit.
Yeah, I know. But in hindsight, there was no effort there. But I think, as we were saying before, there was parties. You wanted to go to a party, but I couldn't really be bothered to go and buy a full outfit. And no one really dressed up.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, I'll just wear some black jeans, black t-shirt, and a mask. And the mask probably actually won't really be on.
So boring.
So what it says about you is, you want a party, but you can't really bother to put the effort in to actually buy an outfit.
Yeah, I think it just says you're a bit of a no-hoper.
No, I don't think it is.
I think it is.
No, what?
It's a
No
bit of a
personality?
snore. Yeah, you got no vibe about you. Like you're just like, oh, I'm not doing
You think
it.
you
Stroppy.
maybe you think you're quite cool.
Yeah, exactly. You
But
kind
I
of
didn't
think you're
think
above
I was
dressing
cool. I
up.
just couldn't be bothered to do it.
I bet you did. You had your muscle fit on.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. You were just
No,
like,
in
right.
first year of uni, actually, I dressed up as a lady. I had
yeah.
a short tutu and a vest top on, pink.
Again, it's because you thought you were like jacked.
Yeah,
You were
that's
like,
why I wore it.
You were trying to be like, oh, I'm so funny because I've dressed in a tutu, but you weren't actually. You were being like, yeah, but I've managed to get as
I
much
was like,
out as
look,
possible.
Look at me.
Exactly. That is so cringe.
That was cringe. That's more cringe than the black. Which is why I think then the next year I looked back at that. I was like, that is really embarrassing. So I'm going to really dial it back. Black jeans, black t-shirt, mask.
Yeah, snore. That is just such a Rory costume. Snore, snore, snore. Okay, next. Oh, this actually really makes me cringe, and I can picture the exact kind of person that would do it. Serial killer, as in mini cereal boxes and fake knives. That actually makes me cringe. Like,
Yeah, that's.
I can feel that in my body.
So
and
it's
I
someone
can
trying to be
see
really
it.
quirky and quite clever. Yeah, anything like that where they're like really trying too hard. Like it's immediately obvious what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care that much. Like, no one wants to go and ask you what it is. If you have to explain to everyone all night, it's going to be annoying for you.
Yeah.
But maybe it is the kind of person that likes talking and they want to explain, and the kind of person that thinks they're quite clever and wants to try and assert that intelligence over people.
I think the serial killer is in the same category as the nice guys always get left behind. I think they're the exact same person. Like the serial killer and like the shit chat.
Yeah, it
being
does
like
feel
that.
a bit like that kind
It's
of person.
very nice guy. It's very like, oh, you don't get it. No, you don't get it. Like, no, it is funny. You don't get it. And that nice guy would be like, no, but you don't go for nice guys. You don't give us a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same vibe. Same person.
Dear. You did get some people commenting on that video though, attacking you about attacking the nice guys.
Yeah, I know.
So you think we might get the same? There might be a whole army of people that wear the serial killer.
I do feel
outfit.
like
They're going to come at us.
Yeah, we have got a very small incel army that are kind of en route, which is a bit terrifying. So
watching
if
on
you are-
Lousy Studios.
Yeah. If you are here, it's all alleged, and I'm only joking. Next, Barbie and Ken.
Barbie and Ken is the kind of thing I think you would make me do with you.
You're such a dick because I was about to say that it's embarrassing.
No, but you really? Oh, so you wouldn't make me do that with you? I could imagine us getting invited to something and you'd be like, "Oh, this is funny. Let's go with Barbie and Ken," because people say we look like Barbie and Ken.
I think Barbie and Ken is basically a couple that are saying to everyone, "We know we're fit and we are better than you." That's what Barbie and Ken is.
Which
don't
is
you
what
think?
we are, isn't it?
Which, unfortunately, to some extent, is what we are. Like, I know that I want an excuse to be able to be Barbie and Ken, but I don't want it to look like we've initiated that. I almost want it to be a brand that's like, we need you to go to a party and be Barbie and Ken, and us being like, oh, guys, this is so embarrassing because we know we're not like Barbie and Ken, but we've been made to be Barbie and Ken. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or we could do like an outfit thing, where outfit sort of roulette thing, where everyone buys the other people outfits and then they buy us Barbie and Ken.
Yeah, because and you could be like, oh, we've got no idea what to buy for them, and be like, oh, why don't you think, like, have you thought about any of the couples that like Barbie and Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barbie and Ken is like, I'm fit and I know it. That's the vibe for that.
Yeah.
But I do kind of respect it if you are fit and you know it. Nurse.
Yeah. Again, why has nurse suddenly become so scary?
Do you think a nurse is sexy? Have you ever done role play?
No.
No, I can't imagine you do it. I can't imagine you. I haven't either.
Okay. Do I think a nurse
At
is
least
sexy?
we've got that out of the way.
No, but when I was buying your outfit yesterday, there was a nurse outfit, and the lady did look quite attractive in the outfit.
All right, why don't you shag her then?
Well, no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I did consider buying you one, but I thought it's just gonna, it's gonna look weird.
I want to understand how role play actually works. Like, do you say, okay, like, is it like us on here? We're like 3, 2, 1, go. Like, what? How does it start?
Yeah, I think you'd come up to me with a thermometer and you're like, "Oh, hey Rory, you're looking a bit hot and sweaty today.
And
Mind if I take your pulse?"
Right.
And then you'll be like, "Oh, there's a whole lot of throbbing going on over there."
Oh.
And I'll say, "Yeah, in my pants." And then I don't
You're
know.
giving serial killer vibes right now.
No, that was the kind of thing that I imagine people doing role play would do.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I just can't imagine being able to get into character and keeping up with the character.
Yeah.
Weird vibes.
If you do role play at home, get in the comments, let us know what kind of characters you go into. I'd like to hear all about it.
Yeah.
That would be a really interesting comment if someone left that.
I've got no idea. You've written here Taylor and Travis.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Who are Taylor and Travis? Come on. This lady that you did a video about the other day and got a lot of people attacking you for.
Oh my God. How did I miss that? I said she's normally Taylor
God,
Swift.
if the Swifties didn't hate Holly Morris already, they're going to hate her now. She's
That
just
looks like I've done it on purpose.
She's just pretending to not know who Taylor Swift is, having done a video about her, a couple of weeks ago.
It looked like a joint name. Like, it looked like something and Sons. Do you know what I mean?
People are apparently planning to dress as them this Halloween.
Oh, right.
That's like the new sort of Barbie and Ken. I think Barbie and Ken was like back in our day. I think the new one is Taylor and Travis.
I feel like I actually can't talk about Taylor Swift because I got so much shit. For all I said was, like, I want to be able to support it, but I don't really get it. I can't really get behind Taylor Swift. Like, some of the comments.
Could you do your impression of the songs? Go on, do a little impression of one of the songs.
I don't want to get. I've already got the incel army coming for me. I don't want the Swifties as well.
The
I think I will actually be wiped
Swifties
out.
are already coming for you though. You might as well just keep going.
Basically, Taylor's songs, I just think they sound like a kind of a teenager's going through their first heartbreak and they're writing things in their notepad, and it's a little bit like,
It's
love
like MSN
my man.
status.
It's
kind of thing.
MNS. Yeah, it's It's
MSN.
MSN statement vibes. Like it's very
Status.
like, and I love my boyfriend and he's a jockey and now he's not. And I'm in the car park and I'm crying, but the tears are like a waterfall of blood. Like they're all very like. And then people are like, no, it's so deep. And I got so many comments on the video being like, have you even listened to this lyric?
Yeah,
And
it's
they
just because you
commented,
don't
like,
get it, though,
20
the issue.
lyrics.
You don't get it.
You're just protecting yourself from the Swifties because they're fucking terrifying. And the comments back were like, you're backing up the point because these lyrics are shit. Like, and they're like, no, it's so deep. And I'm like, it's not. She knows what you lot are feeling. And so she's just tapping into it. And like, she creates a narrative around herself and tells you things that she makes you feel like you know her when you don't, and it's all PR. Sorry, that's so cynical.
I do quite like when I was, there are a lot of good Taylor Swift songs.
Why are you up Taylor's ass right
I'm
now?
not, but
You've not
some...
been in private. He's not up her ass like this.
No, I was singing. I like the, Romeo, take me.
Yeah, everyone likes that. That's what I'm saying. But we're talking about
more recent. I haven't listened to the more recent stuff. Maybe I'd go off her.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Okay.
But Taylor, if you're listening, I love you.
Well. Yeah, Taylor, like I honestly, I respect it, everyone. Please don't come for me. I don't get it. And that's fine because you've got to look at me. You don't want to be me, do you?
So, okay, and just to answer the question, what would you think then if you got to a house party and there was a couple dressed as Taylor and Travis?
I would respect their decision.
You wouldn't. You'd say that is so embarrassing that they've dressed up as Taylor Swift.
I would respect it, and that's all I would do. That is all I would do. What would you do?
I would say that is embarrassing.
Okay.
I'd say why on earth are you dressed as those two?
Yeah. Fair enough. Even though you were dressed as...
Do you reckon anyone will dress as us this Halloween?
That is so up our own asses.
Yeah, obviously a joke.
Obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to say that because sometimes I forget about just the audio only listeners.
Yeah.
And they might not have got on my face there that I was joking.
Right, I see what you mean. Right, we're now in the final bit, and that is what we've learned. So here's our key pieces of advice out of the end of that episode. My first one is, I think sometimes going to an actual Halloween party is completely overrated. Like when you're actually there, you've got to make small talk to someone about like, how's your job going? Like, how's this going? How's your house move? Like, who gives a fuck? Whereas you're only there because you wanted to get a picture of you being there. I think just front that, be at home, get a little backboard from Amazon, like a green screen, get a costume, put the outfit on, go on Photoshop, edit it, make out you're at a party, bosh, put it up. If your uni mates are like, oh, who had a party? But it's school friends. If it's school friends, it's uni mates. If it's either of those, it's work colleagues that had the party. Like, as I always say in every episode, you need to get comfortable with lying if you want to have a good life. And I think this is one of those moments. It's crucial that you use that skill to be a good liar.
Yeah.
I think trick-or-treating should actually be for adults rather than children, because as a child, you've already got everything done for you. Like your parents are making your dinner, they're taking you to clubs, like everything is just there for you on a plate. As an adult, you're going through shit. Suddenly you've got to do everything yourself. It's tiring. You've got to do the washing. You've got to plan your life, whatever. Really, trick-or-treating should be for adults. I should be able to go and knock on people's doors and say, help me. And them saying, I'm sorry that you're going through having to be an adult. Here's a Mars bar. That's all my tips. Pretty good ones, I'd say.
They have some great Halloween tips.
What are yours?
Mine are, I think as I mentioned earlier, if you're going trick-or-treating, make sure you video the whole thing so you don't get falsely accused of egging.
Right.
It's not good.
Very
I did not enjoy the false accusation of getting egged. Also, as I said, we've often not had things in the house for when someone knocks. Make sure you buy that like well in advance. If you haven't bought it already, go and buy it right now. I think you've only got a few days until Halloween. So buy it and hide it from Holly, otherwise she'll eat it.
Anyway, as we always say, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you
really
so much.
Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed the slightly different vibe. The last two have been a bit different. We had Nigel vibing last week.
Yeah.
This week's just been Halloween.
Yeah.
Hasn't been, I guess they've been slightly off piece than the usual. Have you enjoyed it? Haven't you? Let us know, please.
Yeah.
Next one will probably be different again. We might be potentially doing that one away from the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't show off again. We ran out of time. We want to be able to say where we are, but we've already showed off too much.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
If you enjoy it, we'd love it if you could rate us, if you could comment, and if you could follow us on whatever platform you watch. The biggest thing that would help us at the moment is if you're enjoying it, is if you shared onto your social media for other people to find us, because that's what we're trying to currently do, is get beyond our audience and to reach new people. And hopefully the more we can do that, the more we can expand on this. And also maybe by now we'll be selling our mugs.
Doubt it.
Rory doesn't think this business is going to have taken off yet. But if it has, please look below in the show notes and you'll see a link. And these make a lovely Secret Santa or Christmas present, don't they, Rory?
They do. If they are up for sale, please buy them. They might have already gone because they're like hot mugs.
They're like hot cakes. Everyone wants to buy them, we've heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for listening. We honestly appreciate it so much. We love recording this. And like we always say, don't take our
word
advice.
for it.
Our word
Advice.
for it.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you soon. Thank you. Enjoy your Halloween.